Patch preview. Mage attack speed. For a while now, mages have been taking attack speed rune shard. While this is great that players love pushing, harassing, it is more indicative of mages' slow attack frames that have become pretty outdated over time and are an unnecessary barrier of entry to their satisfaction. We're going to be setting these attack speed values to what feels right first, such that the mages don't feel required to take the shard and then adjust any balance fallout after. We're going to be setting these attack speed values to what feels right first. Oh no, I already wrote that. We need to be careful about buffing range too much in the early game, especially against melee. Especially if they play top lane. If it ends up being quite a lot of power, we'll put back in that area. There are some mages whose attack frames are intentionally slow, Cartus and Cassio, because they have an auto attack replacement and we want them to use that, so we're not adjusting them as much. I mean, it's pleasant to hear that. I'm gonna be honest. It's very pleasant to hear that. But at the same time, those are pretty big buffs, IMO, to mages. Not like, it would be nice to not be forced to take attack speed chart. It would be nice if Riot would buff adaptive force or CDR or something. I would much rather if this haste rune was per level scaling like it used to be. And 9 AP, I don't like this adaptive. This adaptive runes should be per level as well. They should give less AD early and more late. Less AP early, more late. Also, like, the AD gives you 5 AD, the AP gives you 9 AP. That is just, like, unfair. It should be like 11 AP, no? Anyway. This is nice, but it also depends on which character they're gonna buff with this. Right. I hope... Yeah. You know what? I don't think mages only need attack speed adjustments. Some champions do. But some champions on mages have too much AD or too little AD. Some characters on mid lane last hit too easy, and some last hit way too hard. I wish Riot would do something about that. Janna. Janna's play experience has gotten less and less satisfying over time. We think a previous version of Janna that was more W oriented with higher attack range and some more speed was more satisfying for her players. Okay, well, this is terrible news. This just makes Janna more unskilled. W max Janna most unskilled. W max Janna is most unskilled version of Janna. I hate hearing this. Jungle changes. No actual jungle changes this patch, but changes the champions within the jungle. Post AD ratio reversion to the jungle item. The balance of the role feels like it's in a good spot, and so does its power level. Okay. Mundo, Ramos, Seraphine, and Tam. We swung a bit too far on these champions, especially Seraphine for solo lane. We're going to be reverting some of the changes for the champions, in Seraphine's case potentially doing something else. Agree. I'll just pick Syndra. Playing to win. Balance outliers. The rest of the champions in this list either benefited directly from 13.20 and follow-up changes from scaling. Senna, Kassadin, and Nyla. I haven't even seen Kassadin ever. Or just strong in the patch and need to be tapped down some. I swear I haven't even... Brand changes are aimed at adding power to mid and jungle, but not adding any more to support. Brand doesn't need to be much stronger in support, so the changes are targeted at mid and jungle. I don't know how to feel about mid lane Brand. I don't like his E ability. His E is like... The splash sprat on E is like, it hits you whole lane. It's kinda annoying to lane against that. Not much skill involved in that ability. Yeah, I don't know. Brand is not that skilled champion these days, Brand kinda reminds me of Karthus, where his damage is low-key guaranteed. Oh my god. Poppy Jungle would go nuts here. Look at enemy champs. Mundo, buff, Mage Attack Speed Ramus, Briar, Graves, Cassin, Nyla, Senna, Tam, Ziggs. My prediction of Ziggs is correct. I said Ziggs is gonna get buffed, and then I said Ziggs will get nerfed. I knew it. Champ adjustments, Brand, Janna, Seraphine. Okay.